Thanks for this. Look, whatever Estelle has told you, and that is entirely her affair, I just don't want to get into a slanging match. You know, what matters to me is that my relationship with you guys is, you know, unchanged by the things that are going on.
What things are going on?
I don't want to get into that.
Well, no, neither do I, but as far as I'm concerned, nothing's going on. Anything going on, Daniel?
Not as far as I'm aware.
Estelle does think you're an alcoholic.
Well, then she doesn't know me.
Peter Mailer thinks you're an alcoholic.
Oh, Peter Mailer thinks everyone is an alcoholic.
Dad, you are pissed.
Text message from Reykjavik. Beat that.
Dan, you're my brother and I love you, but we don't want to beat that.
Okay.
Well, I think I should be going home now. And I would very much like it if you two chaps would come with me. Because you are good men. Decent, God-fearing men. And I know that you wouldn't lie to me.
Not about anything major, anyway.
Well, I think they should have, like, bean bags.
And joss sticks.
The trouble is, I've got no idea what a men's consciousness-raising session looks like. The only way I've ever raised my consciousness is by shagging complete strangers.
Oh, I don't know if we should be having this. It might be too much of a shock for him.
Estelle. Rory called. Paul's sober now. It's going to be hard. But we'll all help. We'll all give him love.
Oh, thank you very much, Peter.
My second wife organised a surprise party for me. Throughout it, I had the strong delusion that I'd arranged it. It broke up the marriage.
There's a guy hanging around outside who looks like a flasher.
Cyril de Tourneur. He's always early.
I think it's really great that you're coming to this men's group, Daniel.
My pleasure.
Although he is unreachable.
I'm so not unreachable. I'm a really nice, decent, honest, sincere man that tries to respect my bitch.
You know, I've had the most terrible day. And yet, I feel okay. Because you guys are with me. I know you're not going to spring any surprises on me. But I really want to hear about Lucy and Laura. I want us to really talk, you know? Honestly and openly as male men.
Edwin, darling, stop picking.
Very good, have you, mate?
Hello. Excuse me, everybody. Paul is going to be here in 3 minutes. I want you to go and sit down and look sensitive. Yeah.
Estelle, it's Gwendolyn. Don't ever do that to me again. We're coming to some sort of crisis, you and I. Why the hell weren't you at the presentation? You need to decide what you want, Estelle, and not in my time.
And Steve pulled her. What? He got her in the back of the old Mondeo, gave her one.
Very funny. Now, everyone, let's get on with it. Sit down, please. Yes, sit down. Right. You look completely unreconstructed. You're meant to be new men, raising your levels of consciousness, talking about your feelings.
And farting.
Oh, yes.
Listen to the boss.
Yeah. When he comes in, I want you to look at the floor and then turn suddenly.
Then what?
Then he has a heart attack.
Right, men. Let's raise some consciousness. Cyril de Tourneur is a really nice bloke.
Cyril de Tourneau is a creep.
And Leslie Frim. That Joan Byers impression, superb stuff.
You know, I think those Grodzinski twins, I think they're gay.
Not both of them?
Possibly.
Peter Mailer really likes the taste of Coca-Cola, he told me.
Peter Mailer is crashingly boring.
I'm really sorry about today.
Oh, don't worry. It's perfectly normal to think your wife is shagging all your oldest friends.
I just don't know what got into me. You...
Women.
That is exactly the word I was looking for. You women...
You women are more perceptive in human relations than men.
Now, how did you know I was going to say that?
Because you say it 3 times a week. In the early 90s, you started to say it every day until I told you to stop, which you did for about a year, and now you've gradually phased it back in again.
God, I must be boring to live with.
Huh, you are sometimes.
I mean, you can remember what I said in 1995, and I can't even remember when we last had sex.
Can't you?
You don't believe I can't remember when we last had sex?
I don't say I don't believe. I just don't know whether I believe or not.
Well, I can remember. I can remember when we had sex once. It was in a hotel room in France. It was the afternoon. It was very hot, and we could hear kids playing in the square below, and we didn't have any kids then. And afterwards, we just lay there and looked at each other. We didn't speak. And it was like the whole world had stopped. Do you remember that?